So a lot of people have been asking for an updated welcome to the Horde. So let's do it. We'll start at the start. This is Fluffy. He's 14 years old. He was the first cat I got when he was 11. He was in a shelter with his bonded mate Tig, who's since passed. Tig was a 16-year-old blind cat. They were the first two I got. They'd been in a shelter for 8 months when I met him. And then I took him home that day. Do you know, darling? And now Fluffy's 14 and he's loving his life. The next cat was Romeo here. Went back to the same shelter and they asked me, because they knew I took the Tig, the blind cat, in, if I could have a look at Romeo. So he was 5 months old and he has cerebellum hyperplasia, also known as wobbly cat syndrome, which is a neurological disorder that he was born with. He was only 5 months old, but he'd been adopted out and returned twice. So I took him in, but then the problem arose that he was a 5-month-old kitten, disability or not. And I had an 11 and a 16-year-old cat in the house. And he just had no one to play with, and he was really upsetting Fluffy. So then came Lettuce. Lettuce was a year and a half old when I got her. She was dumped at a shelter when she was 7 months old and pregnant. And then all her kittens got adopted out and she was left there, and she'd been in the shelter for 7 months. So I picked her up because she was a lot closer age to Romeo, and she just had kittens taken away from her, and Romeo was a kitten, and they bonded instantly. So then we were at 4, and then Tig passed away, and then I went back to the shelter again, and I met Pudding. So Pudding was 2.5 when I met him. He'd been in shelter for about 6 months, and he was he did not have a very happy life before I met him. I have suspicion. I don't know nothing about where he came from, but there was definitely signs of abuse. He was very scared, wouldn't let anyone touch him, didn't like any other cats. And we've worked very long and hard with Pudding. And he is now a wonderful cuddly cat. In the 2 years I've had him, I'm still the only person that's ever touched him, and he just hides when anyone else comes to the house. Luckily, I don't have that many friends, so it doesn't happen very often. But yeah, we're doing good. So then after Pudding, I'm like, banning myself from shelters. I got 4 cats. That's enough. And then we come to Poseidon. So Poseidon was one of 3 kittens that were abandoned by their mum. Their mum was a feral, and she had the kittens in this lady's carport, who I knew from a friend of a friend at work. And she left the 3 kittens there, and they weren't doing quite well. They were 7 weeks old, and I got asked if I could pick them up and have a look at them. I was only going to have a look at one, but I ended up taking all 3 because they had worms, lice, cat flu. They were really sick, and honestly, like not that far away from passing away. So I picked up all 3 of them, rehomed the other 2. Poseidon stayed. 2 weeks after I rehomed the other 2 kittens, I got a call about Oscar. Again, didn't set foot in a shelter. It was from a friend of a friend. Now, Oscar was 10 years old at the time. He's about 11 now. And he was about to be put down in 2 days because he lived in one home for 9 years, and then the lady that owned him had a baby, and he took a swipe at her baby. So then she rehomed him to her brother, and he lived there for a year, and he just never got along with the brother. The brother didn't want pets, didn't like pets. And for whatever reason, the vet they were going to just gave them the solution of just put him down. It's too hard to rehome him. He'll get too stressed out. He'll never live with other cats, all this other bullshit. I heard about that and I'm like, look, I shouldn't take on another cat right now, but fuck it, give him to me. So I've got Oscar, and now we're working really hard with him with his behavioural issues, and look at him now. Cat's coming in and out. We've still got issues to overcome, but he's doing really, really fucking well. And then after Oscar, we go to George. Hey, George. Oh, sorry. Poseidon was the first foster fail. Then we have George. George is going under bed. George was the next litter I took in, so he was one of 4. They got dumped on the side of a road and picked up and dropped off at my vet. And the vet tried to give them to the council to look after and rehome, and they said they're full, either put them down or adopt them out yourself. So I ended up fostering them for a couple of weeks for the vet because they knew I took in cats. And then his other 3 siblings went, and then George never left. I'm like, I'm done. That's it. That's enough cats. And then a couple of weeks ago, we come to Damocles. So Damocles was just another farm cat. Didn't go to a shelter, just a friend of a friend. They're like, we've got one kitten left. He's the runt. He was bug-eyed. He had some medical issues when he was younger as well. And they'd already given away all his other kittens. And they're like, can you just take him? I'm like, yeah, I'll take him in. I'll foster him. I'll get him desexed and get him vet checked and all that. And then go from there. And I don't think he's going anywhere, to be honest. And I also think I'm taking a break from fostering because I'm not very fucking good at it. But yeah, that's the updated horde. We are full, but we are all happy. We're all healthy. We live in a clean house. We all regularly go to the vet. And we cause antics. And George is the biggest troublemaker, aren't you, George? But yeah, sorry about the long video, but there you go. Updated welcome to the horde. Hey, Poseidon. Hey, Pudding. Oh. Hey, Fluffy. Yes, I give you pity pats. Alright, love you all.